Alright, hello guys, welcome to my channel, Mr. Adayo Bet Predict. So in today's video, I'll be showing you guys some basketball betting tips, which is basically on over points and under points. And yesterday we predicted some basketball games based on over and under prediction. But in today's video, we'll be focusing on a particular strategy between these two, which is the over points, because we don't have enough games that meet the analysis of the prediction. So the games work out well. If you guys notice basketball very well, we all know that basketball always offer big odds depending on the high possible outcome. So now, in order to meet the target easily, we'll be mixing our games with some other sports games prediction apart from the basketball over points. So now let us move on to the first game for our basketball prediction. So the prediction for this particular game happens to be over 163 based on the start. The game is under the Finland League. For people that are not using this particular bet platform, you can actually operate with manual selection. So just go to your bet platform and search it. So the prediction for it is 1 over 163 at odd of 1.43 odds. Actually, the odds seems not to be much like that, but at least it is very fine. So let us look at the start, because the prediction was based on the start, and this does not only base on these particular factors alone, because this is just the average point that the bookmakers always provide. Actually, if you don't really know much about betting on basketball, you can also consider this particular aspect. It is under the start of the this particular bet platform, and you are going to get it under the head to head new. In case you don't really know much about basketball prediction, so it is over 163.5. And moving on to the next game under Denmark League, for people that are using other bet platform, you can just have a manual search on this particular game so that you'll be able to predict it with us. So the prediction for this is also over 163.5. Actually, the odds seems to be small at out of 1.21 odds. 2-1 odds. So with just two games, we are able to accumulate our 1.73 odds. Now moving on to the next game, because today we don't really have much game under the basketball games. So now we are focusing on the ice hockey games under the Russia KHL League. For people that are using other bet platform, you can kindly make a manual search on that, and we are going to be considering only the over point factors, because when it comes to predicting who to win in this kind of sport games, it seems to be very risky. So you go for the over point. There are two ways we can have the over points in this particular game. The other one involve the overtime and penalties. This is actually very good for predicting over points, because it will include the overtime in case the match ended up as straight draw or they eventually go to penalty. All those penalty points will be considered as your over point. But the disadvantage there is that sometimes draw like this may not really occur. So for this game, we are going for just ordinary over points, which is over 3.5. Now let's check the next game under the Russia League. Okay, ice hockey again. So this particular game, we are predicting it as over points also, which is over 2.5 goals based on the stats and the analysis. Actually, the odds seems to be very small, but that is the best option for this particular game, which is over 2.5 at out of 1.13 odds. So just search for this particular game also under the Russia League, which is VHL, which is ice hockey game. We are still going for the over prediction under this particular game, which is a total of 1.11 odds over 2.5 ice hockey points in this particular game. In fact, in ice hockey games, they play point very well, but there are some games that when you consider their statistic factors, you have to just conclude that this will be the outcome. So moving on to the next game under the KHL league, in Russian league. So we go for over 3.5 at thought of 1.20 odd, considering the statistic factors in it. So with just these 6 games, we are able to accumulate our 3 odds, just 3 odds for today's, based on the fact that we don't really have enough games to be played on. So we are able to accumulate our 3 odds. For people that are not using this particular bet platform, please kindly select the games manually. We have 2 basketball games and 4 ice hockey games in the prediction. 4 ice hockey games in the prediction. But in case you want to access the booking code, most especially for Sportybet users and for some of our other users, you can kindly access our group link in the video description and also in the comment section. So for people that are interested in joining us on our platform, on our groups, you can kindly click on the link in the comment section or in the video description. So thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video content, whereby we'll be showing you guys some of our tennis prediction.